Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mega Man Zero 2 Part 9. In this episode, we're going to be finishing up the last two of the second half of our hit list, which is Leviathan and Harpuia, in that order respectively. And remember when I said we have to redo stages or reuse stages? Well, guess what? This stage we're going to was the first stage we took on, which was Polar Cameras. This is kind of the second half of it. But the Cyber Elves are different, so that's the only thing. With that said, we are going to have to go in and find out what Elpizo's up to in the computers. And this is the second time that Leviathan's in an area that has something to do with computers. The first time we had to stop the hacking, which, by the way, we had to destroy all the computers in order for us to face Leviathan. So yeah, it's not too long ago that we had to do this at the beginning of last year. And let me just put it to you like this. After part 10, we only got 2 parts left and 02 is done. So at the beginning of the stage, you might want to take an about face and there'll be a Cyber Elf. But be careful, there's also a drop off as well. It's not like the train level with Panther Claw. Oh, and these mines here that I just tripped on. They're important too, because blowing up 20 of these things would more than likely get you a Cyber Elf. Alright. I'm gonna put on the fire chip because this is ridiculous. I'm tired of getting hit with mines. Oh, and by the way, the mines don't count unless you actually destroy them. Whether with the sword or whether with the Buster. Oh, and the Snowgarm Hounds, they need to be destroyed 4 times in order for to get a Cyber Elf. So, with that said, it's gonna be one interesting stage. By the way, this is a really short stage. The only reason why it's longer than it should be, because of the fact that I'm trying to show off where to get the Cyber Elves from. And also trying to get the X form for this file, like I did the last file. Although the second file that I had was accidental, so all I practically had to do was get the remainder of the forms, and I would pretty much have every last one of them. And these Yukata machines, you gotta destroy 5 of them. And that thing that just blew me up, well, you gotta destroy 3 of those. It'll come to the point. Hold on, give me a second. Let me just get out of the way of the snowballs, because when they throw snowballs, it'll be ridiculous. The flopper bombs, you need to destroy 3 for a Cyber Elf. And practically the whole entire point of this mission is a straightforward path. There's no split-offs except for here, where there's a Cyber Elf at the top. So it's best you come back here after you take care of Leviathan. It would be a lot easier. And also it'd be a lot easier if I don't blow myself up. That would be just freaking stupid. Alright, now we're going to be in a room. There's flopper bombs here. If you didn't destroy 3 on the way in, you're going to destroy 3 now. And I took way too much damage. Way too much. And there's also a cliff up there too. That actually has a 1-up and some health. But that doesn't matter. The save trick actually works and will take off some of the damage I did. Not all of it, just some. And now we face Leviathan, who drops the Sharp Edge, and our weakness is fire. Hello, Zero, it's nice to see you again. I'd love to play with you, but unfortunately, I have no time. As soon as I defeat you, I have to take care of Commander Elpizo. Well then, what's stopping you? So let's go! Alright, I am, but on the real though, you could just go after Elpizo, it wouldn't matter. Leviathan's a little bit different than what she is before. She'll now try to swim in close to you as opposed to swimming in far away. And the higher her ranks, the more dangerous her attacks will become. Now, she's not the easy Blizzard Buffalo type match, because I was at a rank F when I faced her in 0-1, but mostly Leviathan's attacks are the same. And that drop plunge she did, that was the slash edge, I think. But if you just shoot her with the Mega Buster, or a Zero Buster if you will, this will be a lot easier, and more importantly, it will pretty much end this fight real quickly. Now, see, if I had the X form, this fight would have been done a lot quicker. But no, I didn't get the X form in the last stage. Anyway, Leviathan laments the fact that she pretty much let Elpizo go. Wait, what do you mean by next time you do better? See you again? Oh god, I forgot you have to fire her twice in this game. Well, Underwater Yandere-chan is gone. Here's the thing. You never go full Arcadian. I mean, Neo-Arcadian, sorry. So she went full Neo-Arcadian, attacked me, completely forgot that Elpizo was there, and she left. As soon as she got defeated. Fantastic! Elpizo seems to have acquired the secret code. The secret code can unlock a door to the highest security area in Neo-Arcadia. I guess the Dark Elf is sealed there. By the way, if that's the last level, it's revealed that the code is Yggdrasil. Just thought I'd point that out to you. And now we're gonna go on to the next mission. So, I was planning on saving, but instead I'm going to go on ahead and continue on with Harpuia. That's the last area we need. So let's go on ahead and go to the Crystal Cave. This may look a little bit familiar, but that's where the bombardment aircraft crashed. By the way, you know those cyber elves that was in the aircraft carrier? Well, guess what? If you manage to miss out on those, you have to beat him first, and then come back and get those elves, along with the elves that are already in the area. Just thought I'd point that out to you. So on that note, we're going to be transferring Zero. And now we are going to begin Harpuia stage, which doesn't start off in the cave area, but it'll eventually get there. And at that moment, I will be right back, because I gotta go to the bathroom. Sorry about this. I hate it when this happens. But nature calls, you know, at the worst possible time. And we're back. Sorry about that. Stupid diuretic always works at the worst possible time. But, nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, we're in Harpuia stage, and of course those carriers with the spiked wheels are back, as well as the Pantheon guards. You'd think this would be easy, right? Okay, if anything, Harpuia stage is one of the toughest stages in the game. The other one would be the Fire of Temple, so yeah, there's that. On that note, the first cyber elf you find will be on the very bottom of those spikes. However, you hop on the side of the cliff and you slash the box open, so that way you'll be able to get the cyber elf. The next one is going to be right up here on this wall. You gotta climb all the way up to the top. There's something there waiting for you. However, the box itself is at the edge of the cliff. You just slash it and just wait for the elf to come down. Alright, next up, we're gonna just fight our way through, and be careful, because the next one you need to actually have hypersensitive control. You go to the left, right, no, not there. Just hang there and just go to the left. and the Cyber Elf will be there. I've already gotten all the Cyber Elves. That's why I'm putting all these captions here for you. And again, like I mentioned, all the Cyber Elves that were in the original area would be there. And by the way, that little thing, no, that thing that's making all these illusions, they've got a thing called Hodolooks. And it launches those things, and the Hodolooks, you just need to destroy 10 of them to get a Cyber Elf. Now then, next Cyber Elf will be coming down the wall. So if you really want to make that detour to go get the Cyber Elf, by all means do so, but beware, there is spikes on the bottom of the ground. Thank you, Ultimate Armor, but still, we got ourselves a little problem here. We running into, yet again, another Golem type E, but in a closed off area. And yeah, now that I stop and think about it, those, some of these Cyber Elves may look awful flop familiar. And the only way you could get them is actually beating Harpuia. Well, actually coming to this stage. And it would be best if you beat not only this stage, but beat Harpuia in order for you to get the Cyber Elves. So, on that note, we're almost done. There's just one more Cyber Elf to get. And that Cyber Elf will be these guys. You know, you remember those crawling Pantheons that almost tried to kill CL? Those guys. Well, here's the thing. You need to shoot these things in order for you to actually do damage to them. Oh yeah, by the way, be careful, because unlike with the Ultimate Armor, you're going to die if you actually touch the spikes. So be careful. Oh, and by the way, the blocks actually disappear this time as opposed to being in the vicinity. And I think it's best you take the hits so that way you'll be able to have invincibility frames. But we're not even done yet. This stage is actually rather long. We've got to go up to the top, and once we do, you're going to find out a little something. See, earlier in the mission, CL mentioned that she sent some scouts to do some dirty work, i.e. to try to find out what's going on. Turns out they've all been brainwashed. By the way, Harpuia's in the area. Take a wild guess who did it. Nonetheless, we can't kill these guys. The mission for this one is, if any one of these guys die, that's it. They're done. So don't accidentally kill them. You can take one shot at them and it'll stun them, but any more than that, you will get a deduction. Oh, and be careful when you're shooting too, because 2 stray bullets will kill this thing. Or worse, a fire shot. And also, don't equip the X skill that gives you a multiple shot. It's gonna be a dangerous thing. Well, at least I didn't destroy anything. Good. Let's just keep on going and don't kill any soldiers. Oh no! That was an accident! That was an accident! That was an accident! Okay, we'll just use the sword then. Screw it! Oh, and for the record, erase form actually works too, because you don't want to run into these guys, and at the same time, you also can erase their shots. Well, on that note, there's nothing here. Let's head over to Harpuia himself. Oh, let's just move out of the way first. The auto spike will, of course, is going to do me damage. And yeah, I took way too much damage, so I'll practically be wounded by the time I get over to Harpuia. Speaking of which... Oh, there's Elpizo! This is it! Now I am a step closer to the Dark Elf! And just like that, Elpizo had taken something very important. Oh no, it's Harpuia. That commander of yours seemed to have retrieved the IFF beacon. I wonder if what he's up to. Why is he acting this way? Breaking into Neo-Arcadian facilities. I don't understand the logic of it at all. I don't really need to know. All those inferior resistance behaviors are not all that different. Well, Zero, it's time for you to meet your end. By the way, that's supposed to be it's time for you to die, but they censor that. Oh, and for the record, Harpuia is nowhere near as much of a jobber as he was in 01. He will try to hone in close to you. You can use the Z-Buster to actually change the directory. No. Stop him from doing his pattern, but he will change up and try to dash into you. And also his slashes don't normally show up on screen. I mean, you can counter him whenever he comes at you, but Harpuia is still a little bit easy, but he actually does some serious damage. But not this time around. Yeah, try facing him with the proto armor. You're gonna be killed. Plain and simple. You are so strong. I like it. No, I love it this way. You are the only one who can make me feel this alive. I enjoy the sensation. I love the pain. You are worthy. And you have gone full Neo-Arcadian as well. Ah, crap. Mission accomplished. Transfer me back. Well, we found out what Elpizo was doing, and I also find out that I am a wounded warrior. Crap. And also, too much damage was taken. On that note, now that we know what Elpizo's up to, I think we're about to go to the last 5 stages of the game, or at least start them anyway. The IFF beacon that Elpizo was looking for is used for Neo-Arcadian radar to identify friend or foe. I know you need one to sneak into an enemy base without letting them notice you, but I don't understand why what he's trying to do. That's what, not why. And by the way, if this is the last one, you'll get this cutscene. You couldn't stop me, Mr. Zero. Transmission through a secret line. According to ID signal, it's Commander Elpizo. Switch it to main monitor, but before we do, hold on a second. Sorry, my cat wanted to enter into my room. Anyway, guess where I am, Mr. Zero? Surprise, surprise! I'm in the deepest core of Neo-Arcadia. I'm in the room where the Dark Elf is resting. This is where even the high executives are prohibited from entering. First, I'll awaken the Dark Elf. Next, I'll destroy the original X. Then, I will be able to obtain true power of the Dark Elf. I'm going to gain the ultimate power. No, you're an idiot. It's you, X? I'm not afraid of you. You can't move while you're sealing the Dark Elf. You'd better take care of the baby elves. What? What are you doing? No, stop it! Don't bother me, X! Eee. Look at these things. Hey, don't go, baby elf! I won't give in! Ah! And well, he's not dead, he's just, temporarily incapacitated. What just happened to him? And weird things just happened here. What was that? And here comes X. X only temporarily stopped them. At last, he has made his way to the sacred vault of Neo Arcadia. So all that stuff he just did was to open the vault. Worse, he's damaged the seal of her. The Dark Elf. I'm sorry. My voice couldn't seem to draw off his attention. But she... They call her a Dark Elf. She's not fully awake. With my remaining power, I'm still trying not to wake her up. Okay, this was a grammatical error on their part. Please, Zero, come to Neo Arcadia. And please stop him, Zero. Yeah, he's near X, and he damaged X and got some of the Dark Elf's power. And those baby elves are going to be a nuisance. Oh, trust me, they are. Trans me now. We can't directly transfer you into the core of Neo Arcadia. But if you go, we could transfer you somewhere around the main entrance. Though it's very dangerous. But Zero, don't worry. I'm sure I can work it out. Unfortunately, we're gonna have no choice but to work it out. I'll see you guys in the next episode, because we're going to definitely start the final 5 stages of Mega Man Zero 2. Yes, you heard me, 5. And the first 2 stages are probably going to be the entrance to the Neo Arcadia Temple and the Temple of Fire. And this is where things starts to get a little bit more difficult. This is RVman985. See you guys next time.